Thinks is a period and bladder leak solution. So we focus on developing products for people who experience periods and bladder leaks or really any form of incontinence across age ranges. If we decide as a company or our data team decides that we want to start tracking something, previous to using HEAP, what we would have to do is build that tag and then start tracking it from that day on. So if our executive team, like if my CEO came up to me and was interested in cart abandonment, she would not be interested in me saying like, yeah, I can build that out, but we'll have to look at it a month from now. It's a really nice feature that I can build out a report and we can see exactly what that metric looked like over time, not just starting from this day forward. Instead with HEAP, what we can do is create the event and start tracking like what happened retroactively, which is a feature very unique to that platform. So we don't have to wait months to make a decision.
For someone in a non-technical role, some of these tools can be pretty daunting. I have always felt that HEAP was really easy to use. HEAP was a huge help in identifying exactly how we were going to pay our brand ambassadors. Sometimes discount codes can end up on aggregator sites and that sort of skews the reporting. And so we needed to make sure that we had like a tool like HEAP that we could trust. We knew that we wanted to directly pay them off of the traffic that comes through their site. So depending on how long you were on the site for, whether you made a purchase, whether it converted or not, we're able to check in on that so I can give proper notes. Before HEAP, we didn't have access to any of that, so we're really lucky to have had that now.
Before making any design or dev decision on the site, we want to make sure that we understand what's currently happening. Recently we launched Know Your Flow, which is a quiz. It basically takes user inputs about how they currently manage their period, what their flow is like, all of those details, and then we, on the back end, process that data and give them customized product recommendations. And we use funnels in HEAP at broad level to look at conversion rate from page to page. But in this case, we have 11 unique steps that we need to track and we need to understand. People are comfortable putting in their name and they're comfortable doing this, but then for some reason we're losing them at step 3, for instance. And with HEAP, we're able to zoom in at that really detailed level and then further break out by device or location or some other kind of user properties. And that basically allows us to shape that product in a really, really unique way. So when we launched, we had a few tweaks that we needed to make, and HEAP allowed us to identify those problem areas, and now we're seeing basically 4 or 5 times the conversion rate that we see typically across the site, and retention through the tool is something like 90%, which is crazy, and that's across devices, which is really exciting. Of course, we're trying to sell a product at the end of the day. That's our big goal, but to me, the way to do that is not through kind of tricking people into doing XYZ thing. Like, we want to create an experience that's really beneficial to people. We want to create a compelling product. We want to tell them what it is and how it works, and we want them to be so sold on it that they buy it. And HEAP is super important in that process because we're able to identify the data that we need at every step to inform our decisions throughout.